Is Bitcoin ready for a bounce? Is it finally time to go long, blind, long, and strong, or is it a very, very risky time? And even if we do see a bounce, will it just be a lower high? We're going to be talking about that. I'm going to be telling you guys how I'm viewing this market. So without further ado, welcome back to the Crypto Report. I'm Blacksea. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel right now. Anything I say in this video is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Let's hop into it. All right, I want to start off with the weekly time frame. I posted a picture on Bitcoin here over on Twitter. Follow me at 333 Blacksea. I say, looking for a bounce on the weekly for Bitcoin if we hold above 94,000, but most likely a lower high forms. And I do believe that. I think that we are getting in territory here that we should be expecting a little bit of a bounce. And I think that that bounce comes sooner rather than later, and I'll be explaining why. But I still am leaning towards that. This bounce is probably most likely going to be a lower high, and we'll break that down. But I say the RSIs are pointed down on the weekly, momentum waves just starting to form on the downside, and green money flow aimed down as well. And I show this photo of the weekly here. We'll take a little bit of a deeper dive. And if you look at this, the weekly time frame on Bitcoin is banging on the $94,400 price level, which we did see a wick below, which I'd not like to see that. But in my opinion, I think that if we maintain above this level on the daily and weekly time frame, looking at the daily, it looks like it's bottoming out, if you will. Just humor me for a second here. It does. It's slowly starting to see some curvature, and you have a green dot on the volume. The money flow is still in the red, but the momentum wave looks like it's trying to turn into the dark blue, like turning from the light blue to the dark blue. And I would not be surprised at all to see a green dot form there, probably tomorrow in the next 20 hours. I would not be surprised to see that play out, especially if we maintain over 94,000. And I will say that the traditional market right now is rallying. There's a lot of green stocks right now in the overnight markets prior to the Monday open. I'm recording this video Sunday evening. And like Google's up, probably because of the Warren Buffett thing, but there's a lot of green price action. There's not a big sell-off. There's no panic right now. And it's been kind of a rough week for crypto last week, and the stock market was kind of sideways and trying to find its footing. And now we're finally seeing the stock market rallying. It looks like it wants to continue. And Bitcoin is kind of, after spooking everybody, breaking down to 94,000, which was my target. It looks like it's somewhat looking to bottom out. Also, like the RSIs look like they're trying to curve up as well. And we wicked down below to like 93,000, I believe, on the daily time frame. We're looking at Heiken Ashi. Let me swap this to normal candles to get a little bit better idea here of where we came down to. Yeah, we came down all the way to 93,642. And like you can see, a green candle on the daily is forming here, holding above 94,000. But I like to, like that specifically without using Heiken Ashi candles. But Heiken Ashi basically turns the trend. It makes it easier to see where the trends are going, and it pairs well with Market Cipher. Now, I do think, though, that if we do see a bounce here, unless it starts to like clear over like 107,000, it's going to be a lower high in my opinion. And I think that the first target area of interest would be is looking for a closure above 102,005, 103,000 would be a little bit more. I could flip a little bit more bullish, but I'm going to be honest with you guys. Like, I'm really not trying to long from here. I'm really not. Now, if you're like a really aggressive trader, you want to scalp, and you're not in any shorts right now, potentially that would be a good opportunity. Not financial advice. I'm just telling you guys how I'm viewing this market. Quite frankly, right now, I am shorting a lot of altcoins, and I would not be surprised at all. I don't really want to close them out. I don't want to set any stop losses because I think that we could see a violent wick to the upside in a bounce, but I'm not expecting follow-through. I'm really not, based on how this price structure looks. But I am prepared to take some profit here. I've already been taking some profit on my short trades. I'm short Dogecoin, Pepe, Crowcoin, and some others as well. But right now, my Dogecoin short is 116% in the profit. At one point, it was like $1,000 in the profit, but we're getting a little bit of a bounce, also getting some life. And, you know, in my opinion, in my honest opinion, even if Bitcoin does get a bounce here, I don't expect a lot of alts to get a lot of liquidity breathed into them. I really don't. And I expect it to make, even if it's not a lower high for Bitcoin, I expect it to probably form a lower high for altcoins unless we see some dramatic change. But based on like the market sentiment and how the mainstream media is talking about crypto right now, how it's basically Epstein coin. I've been joking around about that. Man, it is. I'm not trying to be a hero here. I'm not trying to long the bottom. I'm not trying to short the top. I've been profitable over the past. I've always been a profitable trader, but the past, I don't know, 2-3 months have been very great. Just high leverage scalping, shorting a lot of these alts, and I'm not trying to be a hero here. Now, if you guys do want to trade with me, you want to potentially long this bounce, or you're preparing to short the bounce. Check out in the pinned comment section or description box below. Sign up to Blowfin, guys. You get a $5,000 bonus as well as access to our private Discord. We just created this, so now we've partnered up with Blowfin, so anytime you guys sign up to Blowfin, you get access to our private Discord, which the link is lower in the description box as well. And we have trade signals there, more of a one-on-one community with Crypto Kip and I. And yeah, you could see what I'm doing with the stock market. You could see what I'm doing in the crypto space and how I'm profiting. If you guys want access, all you do is sign up using the affiliate link down below to Blowfin and click our link to Discord, and you're in. And guys, they're all affiliate links, so it helps support this channel. And there's a lot of lucrative bonuses for you, so it's a win-win for everybody. Now, Bitcoin right now, on the daily time frame, like I just showed, is banging on the $94,000 price level, which is an important support. It's very important support. Now, if we don't hold above 94,000, because I'm expecting a bounce around this area, if we don't bounce at 94,000, then I expect a break below 94K and probably coming and test 88,000. And if we test 88,000, that's when I would expect the relief bounce. Now, I will say, if we come down to 88K before bouncing around 94,000, like if we don't maintain 94,000 as support, I expect this bounce probably to reject off of 94,000. I would doubt that it would be a big bounce off 88K, because that would just show like how weak it is, and it's gonna spook the market. And guys, whenever you see these elevators down, like on Bitcoin, it takes a while for retail sentiment to come back because a lot of them got wrecked. So the lower you go, the longer it takes to get that relief bounce, in my opinion. Now, if you zoom out here and you measure from the top to where we're at now, we are down about 26%. So this is a significant drawdown, but I will say, I am buying that dip, baby. I've been buying Bitcoin every single day, but as we've gone below 20% from all-time highs, I am increasing my dollar cost averaging position because I want those long-term Bitcoin holdings to grow larger and larger and larger, because I know where this is going, guys. I am a long-term Bitcoin bull, but there's always cycles you have to be paying attention to. So that's what I'm trying to reiterate with you guys, and why I'm high leverage scalping. I'm shorting alts because I'm trying to accumulate more Bitcoin that way. Now, I do want to talk about a little bit of an interesting thing too as well. So this is the yearly charts, the yearly candles for Bitcoin. And today, Bitcoin on the yearly candle did flip red. It erased the entire year's gains. And we're back to green, which I think that if I was a betting man here, I would say that we are going to close the yearly positive, meaning that we are going to close above basically $90,000 by the end of this year. I do believe that. And now the question is, does that mean we don't go lower in 2026? That doesn't necessarily have to mean that, but I do think that we probably fulfill the destiny of the 3 years, 1, 2, 3. That was a terrible drawing. Let me do that in a little bit cleaner way. 3 years of green candles followed by a bear market, then 3 years of green candles followed by a bear market, then 3 years of green candles followed by a bear market. I do expect that to play out, guys. I believe in the 4-year cycle, and it's showing that it's a true method. It's a true data point, especially if we don't see all-time highs by the end of this year. And we could see all-time highs by this year, but man, it better happen quick. Better happen quick in the next month and 15 days, in my opinion. But I do think that if I was a betting man here, which aren't we all for trading and investing, we're kind of got a little bit of that gambler in our blood. No matter how much somebody will want to say that no, it's not gambling, as they sip their tea with their pinky up, but within trading, it's all about probability and statistics. You're betting on a probability and a statistic, okay? So I do think that we probably do close this year in the positive, which means just anything really above 90,000. But doesn't mean we can't come below it in the meantime, in the remaining month and 15 days. But guys, let me know in the comments below. What do you think about this? Do you think that we're in a bear market? Do you think that we're due for a bounce? I think that a bounce is coming for sure. I'm just not trying to long anything right now. Maybe I'll short the bounce if we get that bounce. That's probably what I will do. I'll probably long it with some size, to be completely frank with you. Now, I'm not telling you guys to do that. I'm just telling you what I'm doing in this market. I've been trading crypto for over a decade, and I've been investing for much longer than that. And I just want to tell you guys how I'm seeing this market. But that's all I got. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel now. Sign up to Blowfin using our link down below to get access to our private Discord and get that $5,000 sign-in bonus. I'll see you next one. Bye-bye.